Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into your twin flame journey reading. Take a look at a connection that you have with someone in your life, a twin flame connection, all right? So let's get right into your animal spirits. Start off with two animal spirits for you and your person to see what kind of energy in that regard you may be resonating with, or they may be resonating with, all right? So Scorpio and their person. Hawk and the unicorn. All right, so hawk and unicorn. Nice energy, right? A hawk is, of course, air energy, and the unicorn is what we call in this deck spirit, right? Or ether. The unicorn, let me start there. The unicorn is associated with the sixth chakra, right? The one that is right between, well, above and between the eyes, associated with ESP, associated with extrasensory perception, associated with seeing the other, seeing the magic in life. And the unicorn reminds us that if we want to be open to that, we have to also be open to it. If we want magic in our lives, we have to believe in magic, right? It starts with belief, and it starts with being available and to those energies, to those experiences, if that is what you choose, right? And so the unicorn reminds us that faith and expansion, being expansive, is necessary if this is the chakra that you're wanting to sort of engage and work with, right? So hawk energy, air energy. Hawk is associated with seeing sort of like much more of the bigger picture, right? The hawk is able to pull back and see what's going on in the lay of the land. And so rather than being caught up with the little details, understanding how everything kind of plays into a bigger picture and having that kind of open mental awareness. Since, of course, the hawk is associated with air energy, we associate that with the mind and mental energy, and in a lot of ways, our psyche, right? So, you know, it's like pulling back, and there's a feeling of getting more perspective when you have the spirit of the hawk in your life. All right, so Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you and your person. We'll get into your reading now. Pull out cards for you, pull out cards for them. And then we'll pull some clarifiers to see, you know, is there what else is kind of going on a little bit of a deeper level. All right, so show me what's going on with Scorpio. I do love reading for Scorpio. All right, show me. You're coming in as the Knight of Pentacles. You see them as the High Priestess, Scorpio. You desire Six of Swords. And what comes next? Four of Pentacles. For them, they come in as Death, your card. They see you as a Ten of Swords. They desire a Six of Wands, also a Six. And what comes next for them? Judgment. Wow. Bottom of the deck is an Ace of Wands, right? So there is a stoking of passion happening, a new feeling of passion and energy. Wands is also, the Ace of Wands is the great phallic symbol in the deck. A lot of times, certainly in a love reading, can indicate enormous off-the-chart sexual energy that you have with someone, right? Attraction, okay? But let's get into your reading, Scorpio. Wow, you both come in as with sixes and what you desire in a relationship, but how do you guys come in for the next 7 days on your own? Well, it's interesting. They have your card. For Death is your card in the tarot. So they come in as Death, you come in as Knight of Pentacles. For you, you are busy with work. You are working. You have like this plan set before you. Knight of Pentacles is very determined. So you have this really kind of determined air about you, this, you know, handle your business air about you, and nothing's going to really get you off your path this 7-day period, right? They're coming in as Death, so they're coming in with a whole new change, a transformation. They're beginning a transformation, and something really real is happening with them, right? In a sense that there is a loss, there is a changing, there is an ending of something in their lives that is very, very important to them. Death is a strong major arcana card. And for them to come in like that with this next 7-day period, of course, in tarot, when death comes up, we don't talk about a physical death, but it can indicate a loss, a huge change. And the beginning of a transformation, and the beginning of any transformation begins with the loss of something. Something else recedes, goes away, or is lost or dies to make room for this new change. Your person is really going through a lot, especially with Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You may be dealing with somebody who's right this moment, this next 7-day period, dealing with a very kind of big sort of life change or decision that they're going through. How do you guys see each other? High Priestess for you, Ten of Swords for them. Again, you see them as a highly spiritual, intuitive individual. They're not giving up a lot. The High Priestess can be quite cold, but she has this air about her of just knowing, right? She's the keeper of the Torah, of the secret language of the Hebrew Bible. And so, you know, when we talk about the High Priestess, she is the keeper of ancient knowledge, wisdom, secrets. How do you come to these secrets, right? And she doesn't tell you how, because that's the point, right? You have to find that path for yourself. So you're seeing them as this person who's very, very spiritual, very, very, I'm going to say, in charge of who they are on a spiritual, intuitive level. They see you as a Ten of Swords, so an end to a lot of suffering. There's an end of suffering here that they see with you, and it can be that this relationship, they may be coming out of a relationship, I'm going to say, with this death. You may be dealing, Scorpio, with somebody who's coming out of a heavy long-term relationship or some kind of situation in their life that has been a struggle. And they're seeing you and this connection with you, Ace of Wands, as marking perhaps the end of that struggle and the start of something new. Certainly a struggle that they have come out of stronger and better and healthier people. Ten of Swords is a diminishing of the ego. It's a death of the ego, but that is a very powerful transformation to go through, because we want that ego to get smaller. We want, you know, ideally, I mean, the idea of spiritual involvement is for the ego to get smaller and the spirit to increase and expand and become more inclusive and understanding. So Ten of Swords marks sort of that kind of progress in somebody's life. And so this is very strong energy in the twin flame reading to come across. These very strong major arcana cards, and these Ten of Swords, heavy 10 card. Now we have what you guys both desire. Here we come to sixes. You both desire harmony. A feeling of harmony and being in happier waters, better waters, calmer waters, more accepting waters. For you, Scorpio, you desire just to be with them and to be in a happy, I want to say, harmonious and calm place with them. You may be desiring to live or to move with them. Six of Swords could sometimes be a journey, a physical journey, as well as a journey of decisions that you make to choose to be with someone and to choose a happy sort of harmonious connection, rather than to choose fighting and arguing and things like that, which is what you're leaving behind. For them, Six of Wands, for them it's a victory. Again, they want to feel victorious. And in this relationship, I feel like this is something that is happening for them, especially if they're coming, which I feel strongly that they are, out of a period or a darker period. Certainly, I would say it almost feels like a previous relationship that, you know, you meeting you kind of marks the end of that time, that darker time, I want to say. Probably maybe a very difficult relationship, maybe even physical relationship, but nevertheless, this feeling of disconnection with you, Scorpio, being something that brings them a win, brings them a feeling of having achieved something for all of the pain that they've gone through, right? And all of the work that they've done, presumably on themselves, to have reached this Ten of Swords. Now, what comes next? There is a worry with money here for you, Four of Pentacles. And for them, there is a feeling of reconciliation coming in and release. Judgment. Judgment, generally for them, it can be that somebody may come back to them trying to reconcile with them. For you, money issues are coming in. So judgment generally can be, you know, just a feeling of, oh man, you know, I understand now. Having had the right some experiences or some wisdom, something has come in, and oftentimes part of that process is wanting to come back and reconcile or to sort of make amends. And so to release judgment, there's a feeling that this is coming into your person's life. Again, it can be that if they have come out of a difficult relationship, this new connection with you brings someone into them that is wanting to reconcile with them. Scorpio, for you, Four of Pentacles, there's a worry about money issues, again, coming in over this next 7-day period. You are on your business. Remember, you came in as Knight of Pentacles, so you are very much on your business regardless of disconnection. That's just how you're coming in over the next 7-day period. But worries about stability and financial issues are weighing in, right, in this connection and coming in over the next 7-day period. Let's see what some clarity is. Give me some clarity for Scorpio and this connection. It's a very interesting reading in as much as it's quite powerful. Feels very, very specific to me, right? Sometimes the readings are kind of like, oh, you know, where is this, right? This is in vague territory. There's miscommunication. But here it's almost as if that it's very clear how you both see each other. The feelings are clear, but there's a strong life event happening for your person. And it's not over yet, it feels like to me. Again, it can be that somebody comes back to them over this next 7-day period. Tries to reconcile. Nine of Swords, there's your worry. The Magician, wow. Nine of Wands again, and then Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a worry coming in. Nine of Swords over that Death card. And for you, yeah, maybe some anxiety for you as well, because you're going to be busy working and not being able to be with them, like right up underneath of them, right? Because you've got stuff to do. Nevertheless, that Nine of Swords is impacting you both, right? So these are the clarification that we're getting here, that there's some anxiety here. There's some worry. There's some sleepless nights about the way things are going or have gone down, right? And again, it can feel like maybe some of this outside energy coming in for you. You're busy getting your money on, getting your work on, doing what you need to do over this next 7-day period. And yet still if you are dealing with somebody, this resonates for you, that you know that this person is coming out of something, right? And there may be a worry there that it isn't quite all the way done. That may indeed be your worry with them. Magician comes in. You both are absolutely in charge here. You both see each other as being, I want to say, in control. And so this is a very strong positive, despite the anxiety that's there with that 9, right? So there's a mutual respect and understanding that you both really know what you're doing. You're in charge. You don't worry so much, I don't feel like, Scorpio, that you can't trust this person to be strong or to stick with their decisions. Nevertheless, the anxiety is there. 9 of Wands is there. Interesting. There is still... so 9 of Wands, feeling a little bit still in what you guys desire, a little bit still trapped. I want to say 9 of Wands, reminding you both that it's up to you to make the last push, right? It's up to you to push through and to see how you play into getting what it is you desire. 9 of Wands is that last hurdle of before we finally say, okay, now I'm ready to unburden myself with all of the hang-ups. We're still holding on with 9 of Wands a little bit to some behaviors and some patterns and some ways of thinking that are keeping us just back from what we truly, truly desired, right? And so with 9 of Wands, again, both of reminding you, Scorpio, and for your person as well, that this last step is a step that needs to be your choice, and you have to make it if you want to get to your goal. 3 of Pentacles is coming in for the end. In terms of your worry, and the same thing for them, it's impacting you both. 3 of Pentacles, that you, in as much as you both will be wanting to come together and work on these issues together. For you to worry about money will be something that is helped along with the fact that your person is there to talk with you about it. 3 of Pentacles is a feeling of community and working together, of bonding, of taking that next step to sort of work in partnership or work in a group and work with more people or reach out, you know, and not be only on your own juggling everything. And so this comes in for both of you, and it's going to help your person deal with whatever's coming in with this judgment, if indeed, and also for you to you know, to deal with these kind of worries about money that come in. And again, these cards indicate what should happen or what could come in next. And so it's just a 7-day reading, and I feel like this energy is going to be much more towards the end of that 7-day period. All right, Scorpio, this is it. If you got clarity out of it, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. Like, subscribe, and share, and that's all I ask. And check me out on the weekend. I'll be putting up some shadow twin flame readings, and that's it. Otherwise, I will see you next week for your Twin Flame Weekly Outlook. Bye-bye, guys.